Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to the Game Master Roundtable. My name is Wally. This is my channel, or at least it is for the short term. Sorry we were late. We spent the last 10 minutes trying to get my character chainmail, and Fred would not allow it. Even though he's level 3. I'm Wally. Tonight is our Shadowdark one shot, so we'll be with you for the next couple of hours. And if you're new to my channel, I do videos on puzzles and traps and wrote a few books about them, which are scattered throughout the background, kind of like a Where's Wally's Book thing. And I will be playing Tom the Terrible Troll, who deserves chainmail but doesn't have it. Tom the Terrible Troll is going to be a troll from the ancestry. I have the map up already. I'm sorry, Fred. Spoiler. And will be
Are we streaming?
And
Are
will
we
be a
currently streaming?
paladin. And will be a paladin. And I'm going to pass it off to AJ to do some of the talking while I fix our screen.
Hi, my name is AJ. I have a YouTube channel. That's why I'm here. And I'm going to be playing Snur, who is a half-orc fighter who was, he's a barbarian that was kicked out of his village for being too intelligent. And so he's thrown in his lot with this sorry crew. Yeah. That's me.
You haven't passed it off to anybody, so
Oh, sorry.
Phil and Bob don't know what to do next.
Sorry, Phil.
Oh, hey, what's up? My name is Phil Kearney. I create role-playing games, I illustrate them, and then I publish them online. I've got a YouTube channel here. I stream every day of the week. Swing by sometime. Hey, today in Shadowdark, I am playing the Warforged Shaman Phil Ossifer, and this will be my 4th session without him dying yet. So we'll see if he can get scrapped and I have to build a new character, or if he'll be able to make it through to the end again. So now I'd like to introduce, what's up, pass it to Bob for a fistful of truth.
Thank you. My name is Bob. I run a YouTube channel, Tabletop Bob. We do live plays mostly. We go live at least 1 or 2 times a week. We have different campaigns going on, long form campaigns, short ones, so check us out if that's what you're into. Today, I don't get to be a player as much. I'm kind of like the forever DM, but this summer, one of my friends is actually running a campaign where he'll be the GM. We're playing Tales of the Valiant, actually. It's the Kobold press game. Now, I get to be a player in 2 games this week. So I'm really just like relaxed, chilled out, summer vacation vibes. I'm very excited to play. Thank you for having me on. And I'll be playing Slip. I'll be using your rules as well, Fred. I'm going to be a changeling thief. Or am I?
Okay, awesome. So, for those of you who don't know, a lot of the things they're playing today are from the player's expansion for Shadowdark RPG. It's on Drive-Thru-RPG, and it is available, pay what you want. So if you don't want to pay any money, you don't have to, and if you do, there you do. And it's made by myself, Mitchell Reed, AJ Pickett, Wally DM, and David Bailey. So yeah, we want to show you what it's like to play with these things. So today we are going to be going through, I'll be the Dungeon Master or Game Master today, playing Shadowdark and the Beast's Lair. We're dealing with the Beast's Lair today. This is an adventure that I ran for my home group. I'm going to run it for these guys. I will say that there is mature content in this adventure, and there are topics and subjects that may be disturbing, so be warned. And there might be things that you don't like in here today as well. So, and hopefully there are things that you do like, but I'm about to tell you what the premise of this adventure is in a second. But before we do that, what I want to do is I want to get everybody to roll initiative.
That's right.
Okay. And now, for those of you who don't know, I run Shadowdark a little bit differently to other people. I run it the way that I think it should be run. So it's just, that's how it happens.
Rockin' 3.
3, Phil. I love you.
FIL 1, 2, 3.
I love you, Phil. Death will come soon. 1.
Starting off with a bang.
Got a 1. This is you guys are making me really scared now.
Single digit heroes.
What did Bob get?
I got an 11.
11
Little
for
Bob,
slip.
I do have a high dex, but low roll, 7 roll, so
Come on,
11
Tom. Come on, Tom. What did you get?
Tom the Terrible Troll rolled a 13.
Oh, at least that's better.
Would have been better with
Ay.
chainmail.
Even my ability to roll extremely low might struggle to contend with those numbers. But that's what we've
Challenge you to
got.
roll lower.
Yeah. So, before we get started, I have a question. How many of you here are fathers and have children?
Boy.
1,
I am.
2, no Phil, no AJ. So 2 of you do. So those I'm counting on you two who have children to save the day. Okay. There's a lot riding on this.
You know what helps
No
save the
pressure
day?
whatsoever. No pressure
I
whatsoever.
feel slightly insulted.
You know what helps save the day? Being prepared with armor helps save the day.
Still not going to happen.
Shadow does.
Okay, so leading into this, a woman by the name of Carol is running around the village that you're just staying in. You got together, maybe you're at the inn or the tavern, and you hear about this woman who's just panicking, and she's been running from person to person trying to get help because her baby has disappeared, been kidnapped, and it's believed that some sort of bestial humanoids have fled off to some sort of coastal cave. She knows, you can see the tracks, and she can actually describe where the tracks are leading from her house, going off to this cave. And she's begging anybody to go and save her child. And she comes upon you, and she's fraught with distress, and she's willing to give anything for you to help her.
What she got?
She hasn't got a lot, but she will offer what she can. She doesn't really have any money, but she's got a couple of she's got a cow and a couple of sheep and some chickens. That's about it.
I'll take a sheep.
Okay, so you're happy to do this, and you're going to go and save her baby, are you?
Yeah, Tom
Yep.
will do it for free.
Well, it's nice of Tom.
Yeah.
I'll do it for hunger.
Right. I'd like to point out that the real father is actually willing to do it for free. For those of you who know,
My character has got no supplies.
Or chainmail.
He's literally
say
starving.
Let's just go ahead and say anything yet. My character, Slip, is a little bit shady. He does deals for money, and he could use some right now. But he's thinking that maybe at some point, getting into this group, this family would be some sort of in, and maybe steal from them at some point. He likes to play the long game. So right now his facial features look that of very muscular, very handsome, heroic Gaston from Beauty and the Beast is what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
And so he's gonna say, "Of course, madam, we'll find your children. Fear not, for we four are brave adventurers." Isn't that right?
Slip.
Yeah.
Slip, very impressive. Very impressive.
We don't
Slip.
even need goats or cows or anything.
You all
We'll
need
do
to
it as
be
a
more
kind-
like Slip. Be more like Slip. Such an honest man.
She already agreed to pay a sheep.
Oh.
Well, I
It's
guess
a
we'll take
long
one.
game that we play with thieves in my village too. It involves 2 horses and a rope.
But I'm your friend
Yeah.
for now.
Just saying.
Philosopher.
Philosopher is currently a toad sitting on top of Schursner's head and nods sagely and eats a fly as it passes by in agreement with the situation.
Right. Okay. I get the distinct feeling that philosopher is just going to go wherever Snur decides to walk at this present time.
Yep.
All right. So she leads you to her house and shows you the trail and tracks that have been left behind, and where it leads to, this coastal cave. Okay. This cave is got, from what you can tell, look like 2 entranceways. One is quite large, one is smaller, and it's basically a huge rock. So the openings go into a rock. Each one has stairs leading into it. One is quite a large staircase. carved into rock, and one is smaller. But it basically, the rock sort of is right beside the coastline and the breaking water. Okay, so that's your sort of lead in. The main entrance is, as I said, a large cave mouth in the rock formation. It's covered in vines and moss that hang over the entrance. There is this rough cut wide staircase that leads into the dark passage beyond. You can see that there's a corpse with a rotting equipment and armor and weapons resting on the ground outside the cave mouth.
Is it chainmail armor?
I will answer that question in a second. You can inspect it. I know somebody's very eager and excited about that possibility. Faint growls. You can hear faint growls echoing from within the cave right now. And I believe Snur wanted to inspect the armor, right?
Well, first, I'm having a look. Like, what is the nature of these tracks that we're looking at?
So these tracks are quite odd. They don't look like they're human feet. They have sort of like a partly hoofed, but not like, it's not the hoof of a horse or a goat or any sort of normal animal that you've ever come across. Because it's got a split down the back, and in the front there are sort of, it's almost as if there are sort of 3 toes, but you can tell it's a hoof print of some kind. So it's not really something you've come across before.
Okay.
The second entrance, unless of course you want me to tell you about the armor on the corpse. Yes?
Certainly.
Sure.
Okay. The armor on the corpse is chainmail. It's not in good shape, but it is wearing some sort of rotting chainmail.
I poke it with my crowbar.
Okay, sure. So poking away at the crowbar, nothing seems to have happened, which is good news, right?
That is good news. Yeah, Tom would be like, give me 5 minutes, and I'll strip the armor off.
How ripe is this corpse?
It's very ripe. Yeah.
You sure you want to do that?
Tom can't smell.
Well, we're close to the sea. Maybe wash and see.
Just a little elbow
Where
grease
are
will
the
get
sea?
out for you.
So
elbow
from
grease, get out.
so from the south of this larger cave, there's another entrance, a small cave opening. It is covered in what look like really sharp oyster shells, with a very narrow, rough cut steps into the rock here that go into a tube-like tunnel.
So the tide actually comes up and covers this entrance. If there's oyster shells there.
At some point, yes.
When the tide comes up, yeah.
Tide is out right now.
I've put the map up on the screen for YouTube. If you want to call out numbers, you're more than welcome to. So our folks playing the home game can follow along.
Entrance 1 has just been described. Entrance 2 has just been described, so they should be all right.
1 and 2.
Perfect. Slip is now in his, what you would consider his usual form, much shorter, scrawny looking, wiry hair, black hair, and he looks at all of you and he says, I don't want to be stuck in here when the water level rises. I say we go in the main entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
So who is leading off? Anybody? In particular?
If you really have blessed Tom with chainmail, he'll be up towards the front, and he's just
Okay.
ecstatic. It's like a little bit too small for him, but he takes a little bit of a rope and ties it together.
Okay.
Fits great.
10 crop top.
Fits great.
Okay. Sure. So
Since
you're gonna
it's
lead off?
such a wide entrance, I guess we could go in side by side in the front.
Yeah, like it's wide enough that you could go up that stairs 2 by 2.
Oh, up the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's rough cut stairs leading up.
Okay.
Into
That
this
way,
thing.
two of us can fall in a trap at the same time.
Yeah, well,
Good idea.
Maybe thief
So
go first.
so we've got Tom who's going. Anybody else going beside him?
me.
You?
Snurr.
Okay. Snurr. Okay. Are you guys? How are you approaching the entry to this location?
Hazardly.
Yeah, I've got my pike, my big pike, brandished and moving carefully up. I'm not carrying a torch at the moment because I can still see.
I guess my question is, since you guys haven't said it, are you moving quietly and stealthily?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. For those in chat who are probably already yelling out, are you being quiet and stealthily about this? Okay. Cool. So we'll do that. So as you move underneath the vines that cover the main entrance, Tom and Snurr, could I please have a DC 12 Constitution check?
I'm still on Snurster's head, so I'll tag along and take the Constitution saving
Okay.
throw along.
Wait, that's fine.
I'm
this
certainly
is-
like 10 or 15 feet behind them.
Well, you're behind them, so I'm not worried about you. You'll have a
I'm
chance to
certain.
respond.
13 for Tom.
Good.
That's a 3 for Snurr.
Snurr. Okay. Unfortunately, there must be some sort of residue on the vines, and it seems to have come off on you, and you feel incredibly unwell and start vomiting. It doesn't last forever, but yeah, you've been poisoned. So
It's so much worse because I'm like starving hungry, so there's literally nothing in my stomach but bile and a little bit of stale mead.
yeah, exactly.
Does,
I make squeaking sounds as I retch. It's so deep and guttural.
Yeah. So the vines have literally poisoned you in some way, and you can feel, and it's pretty obvious to you what's happened. You've come in contact with some sort of toxin, and you're going to have disadvantage on all your 20-sided dice rolls until you figure out how to get rid of that problem. It's going to be a painful process, I suspect.
Can I sneak back out of the entrance and go and dive into the ocean?
You want to try to wash it off?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to try and wash it off.
But before you do, Tom's going to stop you. And if I'm reading this correctly, in the players, I always forget the name of the book, the PDF, the one with the heavy metal guitar, the paladin class in there has what's called divine aura, and it says you can use an action to remove one disease or poison effects within near range.
So good.
Yeah.
And he would like to pat Snurr on the back. Sorry, must be me that stink and make you sick. And then give that divine aura to remove poison.
Nice. I do that reflective, like, get off me, I'm fine thing that, proud people do when they're vomiting the ring out. And then all of a sudden I feel pain. It just stops. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you do that?
Do what?
I'm good. Let's go.
All right.
Divine aura
Good.
for the win.
Yes,
Be mindful
absolutely.
of the vine next time.
Yeah.
So Phil, what
Yep.
did you get?
I got a 12 on the point, so
Oh,
no poison.
nice. Okay, so you've seen what's happened, Slip. What would you like to do? The others have been exposed to the vines. What would you like to do yourself?
So the vines are like coming down through the
Yeah,
entrance, like
they grow down from the top down to and fall over the opening entrance, so you can't sort of move through them without coming in contact with them.
Like a 1970s bead curtain.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So
Could I push them aside with the tip of my pike so that he could move through?
Curtain.
Possibly. Do you want to try and do that?
And
Yeah.
as you do that, I'll bow, exaggerated bow. Thank you, and I'll step through kindly.
Okay, cool, wonderful. You are now through the vine area, which is always nice.
AJ, Snoozer gets a luck point from the blessed spell that I imbue into you through your skull.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I feel great.
Yes, you do.
Well, you're just winning in this one.
Yeah, just doing magic. It is once you get through, and the vines fall over the opening, it's quite dark in here. So it's not pitch black, but you're probably going to have to light some sort of torch or a lantern or have some sort of light source. Otherwise, you're moving into the darkness.
All right.
Someone wants.
I'll light a torch.
Okay.
I guess I'm
Cool.
not carrying anything. And I'll take out a torch, light it, and we start the timer.
Yes.
Timer's on.
Time is on. I'm timing it, and I can guarantee you, everybody, that the players have already looked at a watch or a time on their clock to figure out when it's going to go out. So yes, once you get through and it lights the space, you can see that there are two passageways that you could take. One that goes to the south, and one that sort of goes straight ahead, or off to your left. It sort of branches off like a fork.
Tom, not good at
What's-
directions.
Go left because it just ain't right.
What sound is the growling coming from?
Tom's belly.
It is the noise that you're hearing is actually coming from the left passageway rather than the right passageway. The right passageway is heading kind of more south-ish.
Okay, I'll hit left.
Left. Okay.
You're
So
going
you're
toward-
leading the way. Okay. Cool.
You're going towards it?
It's probably where the baby is.
I'll take out my dagger as well and start to move the torch behind him. Always 10 feet behind the front row.
Righto. Understood. Perfectly fine with that. So you make your way into another cave. There's a dark green pool of water that's teeming with small or tiny crabs in this cavern. And you can see a half woman, half horse in here who seems to be desperately fighting off a large crab, and she's badly injured. You can see that one of her legs is bleeding.
They're just horsing around. Let's get out of here.
Is there a baby in sight?
No, you don't see a baby in sight.
Are
Carry
we
on.
familiar with this type of creature?
It's possibly a centaur.
Okay.
Or are you talking about the crab, the giant
Is the
crab?
top half a horse?
No. No, I was talking about the creature. Tom will charge in and help. This is
Okay, right. Fair enough.
What shape are the centaur's feet? Is this the creature that left the tracks?
No, because centaur's feet or hooves are very similar to that of a horse, and what you saw is not like that at all. Okay. So yeah.
Crabs are delicious, so
Tom hungry for
I will
crab.
assist. I will assist and kill the crab.
Fair enough. I can understand that. So what I'll get you guys to do is we're going to just work our way through this. I don't think this is a surprise situation. I feel like it's already in motion, so there's no real point since it's already going on. And even though you are sneaking and being quiet, I don't think that's going to make any difference. We'll just go straight into the initiative for this for today. And I believe... Did I find it?
Pum, pum, pum.
Sorry, people. Okay.
If you
Damn
lost
it.
it, we'll roll initiative again. I think we can do that. Yeah, that's fine.
It's
We can
not great for me. I knew I wasn't going to be doing that well. So Tom and
Yes.
Slip, you're going first.
Can you remind me of my Shadowdark? Do I add my strength modifier to my attack roll?
Your strength
Yes.
modifier, yes, you do. Just not
Okay.
your damage.
Not my
Yeah.
damage, okay. Tom would like to do two things, if that's okay. The first is he is the lawful oath, and in the for the paladin, It says you can sense the presence of creatures with a chaotic alignment within near range that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Does that use a turn to be able to do that, or can I just feel it?
No, because I hate anything outside of an action and move. So absolutely no. No, it doesn't take up anything.
Okay.
You can just do it.
So when he runs into attack, does he feel any chaos fighting alongside the centaur? Chaotic alignment.
Oh, I see.
You
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. No,
Does
no,
his
no,
spider
no.
senses tingle? Or troll senses?
No, your troll senses are not tingling. You're not getting that vibe in this situation.
In that case, he swings full force, shield in one hand, and great axe one-handed in the other for a 3+4, which is 7 to hit.
Ooh, okay. Well, 7 to hit is not going to be enough, unfortunately.
Okay.
This is an armored crab.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's heard stories about Paul and friends encountering crabs before in previous episodes, so he's very worried about this. Philosopher told him the stories.
Okay.
Yeah, I was almost killed by a crab once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Slip, you're up.
All right. So yeah, at this point, I'm a little worried. I don't really see the point in saving the centaur here for a baby. So I'm gonna. Is there a way I could plant that torch down somewhere here? Is there like a outcropping of rocks or something, or just dirt that I could plant in, or is it really just firm stone?
No, you can plant into the sand.
Okay, I want to plant it into the sand, and I would like to take out my crossbow. I'm going to drop my dagger and take that crossbow out and shoot that.
Okay.
Let's see what I get. It's a 19 total.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, you succeeded. Well done.
And the damage is 2.
Okay. All right.
That'll
So,
be my turn. I'm going to get as
did-
far to the entrance as possible. I will keep the group in front of me.
So did you use your backstab? Because you're a thief, aren't you?
I don't think I could have. I mean, if you think I could, but I think you said we don't really surprise them.
No, you don't really surprise them, but me and my group have had discussions. We've played this thief a couple of different ways, and we've decided that basically if you get to act before the enemy does on the first round, you get your sneak attack or your backstab damage, basically.
Kind of like the
So
assassin in 5e. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It just otherwise it sucks.
Yeah.
Does it count if... Sorry.
No, I'll do it. I'll add it. So my talent that I have actually is that I get an extra backstab dice. So I'm gonna roll 2 extra d6s.
Thank God for that.
And that's 8 more. So I rolled a 2, so 10 in total.
10.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Okay, this is good news. I'm so pleased. Okay.
Crabs are traditionally very tough in this game.
Yeah, they are. They have caused all sorts of problems for people. All right, it is now my turn. The crab is still going after the centaur, even though you guys have attacked it. And this might be a bit painful. Another brutal blow strikes her. And that female centaur, another leg is cut as she's trying desperately to fight it off. But good news is there are only little crabs around you that start to swarm. And for those of you who are in the front, which I believe is, who is it?
Snur?
Snur and no, wasn't it Tom?
Yeah, it might have been Tom. Yeah.
Yeah. Snur and Tom. So you guys have got a whole lot of little crabs that sort of surrounding you, and they come up and they start biting away at you. See if they can't nibble away at you a little bit. So Snur, that is a 15 to hit you.
Yep, hits.
Okay. All right. And you take 3 damage. Okay.
Like an orc.
Yep. And I believe, was it Tom?
It is.
I only got an 11 against you.
That does not hit.
Right. Cool. I am finished.
Yes.
It is now up to Philosopher and Snur.
All right. I've got the initiative, so I'll take it. I am going to frog hop from Snur's head onto the back of the centaur. and casts Cure Wounds, and I heal 8 points of damage to the centaur.
Awesome.
Neat.
Okay. All right. So that's Philosopher. Snur.
I roll a fantastic strike roll, and with pinpoint accuracy, I thrust with all my might with my magical pike, basically a big long spear, and stab it right into the crab's eye, and I do a whopping 13 points of damage.
Wow.
13. God
Bastard.
almighty. That is terrifying just how much damage that is.
Soft shell crab now.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys are all finished. We're on to round 2, and I would like Tom and Slip to take their turn.
Okay. Tom will begin his turn by complimenting each and every one of you on a job well done so far. And that is a 19 to hit.
19. That'll hit.
Okay. And
Are you going after the little crabs or the big crab?
I'm going after the big one.
Right. Go for it.
Okay. And then another ability of the paladin is the smite, where I have advantage on melee weapon damage rolls. So
Yes.
I will roll 2 8-sided die and take the larger one. That will be 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Thank goodness
how
I
would you
had
like to do
advantage.
this?
Oh, with that roll, Tom actually just kind of fumbles through it. It's just kind of like it wobbles in his hand a little bit, and then, and he's just as shocked as you are that the crab is dead. Tom did it.
Well,
Tom did it.
yes, he did. Well done. Okay. If that's you, it must be Slip.
So there are little crabs left. That's the
There's
only.
lots of little crabs here, like a swarm of them.
So I'm gonna tell Snur, don't make any sudden moves as I reload my crossbow and aim for his feet.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can hit these little crabs.
Wait.
And that is a 12.
12. Unfortunately, you managed to miss them. Maybe that's a bit too small. Maybe it was the wrong weapon. I mean, who knows?
I told you not to move.
I swear.
Dear. Okay. So that's you. And now the little crabs swarm around Tom and Snur, and they're going to continue to bite at you. So, Tom, we'll start with you.
Mhm.
I believe that is a 14 to hit you, Tom.
A 14 prior to finding the chainmail armor would have hit Tom, but with now shield and chainmail, Tom bashes the crabs away. Cracks their
Well
shells. Thank you.
Snur.
This is the best thing to happen to Tom, I think. Best thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Fred.
20 to hit you.
Shit, yes.
Six points of damage.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, they have they can't seem to eat Tom, but they're definitely having a good time with you.
Yeah. Nice, delicious, picky orc meat.
But I am finished.
Snur needs
It's
chainmail.
just the little crabs now that you've got to contend with, and it is now Philosopher and Snur. You're up.
Okay. Sorry,
I'll
Phil.
go ahead and go since I have initiative. Smite spell automatically hits if I do my casting. I succeed. I hit the crab for 3 points of damage.
3
Bolt.
points. Okay. Yep. Next.
So I drop my pike, which is still stuck in the crab, and I quickly draw my 2 hand axes and lay in about me with a more agile weapon. Things. Can I do 2 attacks if I'm carrying both?
Hell no.
No. Okay.
Just look cool.
I grab my main hand axe and lay into a crab.
Yeah.
Doing a total. Let's see, that's 10 to hit.
10 to hit. Oh, it just misses, unfortunately.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you want to burn your luck point to reroll?
I do.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. Okay. That hits. It's 5 points damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, now we're talking. Well done. They're not completely disposed of, but you've done a fairly good job of whittling them down. All right. Tom and Slip, you're on. It's round 3.
Mic off. Mute.
Don't
Tom
rush.
will swing. 19.
19's good.
All right. Advantage on the damage. Yay. 8.
Okay. Well, you dispatch the last of them
Ah.
before they can do anything else. There are no little crabs left anymore. And all you have before you is a centaur who has basically had her legs that were badly injured healed up. Well done.
You help us find baby.
So she says, that's exactly what I've been trying to do. And then I got only partway into here following the trail and the crab, I couldn't get past the crab.
What baby are you looking for?
Well, I'm there was this woman running around, Carol, in town, saying that her baby had been taken. Nobody wanted to help. And I tried to get some people organized. They wouldn't come with me, so I decided I would go on my own. Probably not a good idea, but
Do
I'm
Did she
here.
promise you a sheep?
No, I was willing to do it for nothing. It's a baby.
Do we remember? Did she mention anybody else going, or did she say nobody else would take it?
She didn't mention anything.
I think it sounded like she was desperate, but we never asked. Yeah.
Tom
Since it's
confused.
a scam.
A certain Carol told us to go find a baby. She never mentioned sending out the cavalry.
I'm not really the cavalry. My name is Tess, and I was just trying to do something to help her. I mean, it's a baby. If it had been my baby, I would have wanted somebody to go and rescue my baby and get it back.
We do it together. Join us in battle.
Yes.
Well, I'm feeling a lot better now. Okay, I'm willing to help. So she will be at the back of your group. So
Okay.
you have an extra pair of hands, and I'm actually going to hand Tess over to one of you, just because I'm a lazy bugger, and it's much easier for me to hand it to somebody. So who would like to take Tess? And I will
I'll take
tell
her.
you.
I'm a frog right now, so I'm on her back anyway. So
Right. So to make this easy for you, so you know what you're doing, basically her stats is the centaur. Okay, it is the level 3 monster in the Shadowdark RPG core rulebook. So she's got an armor class of 12. She has 14 hit points. She has 2 attacks. She uses, now it says here spear, but actually she's got a scimitar. She's got 2 scimitars, but she can only make she can make 2 attacks.
longbow?
That's right. She's better than AJ. AJ's character. Okay. Plus 2 to hit. 1d is it 1d6 for the scimitar? I can't remember.
sounds right.
It says here 1d6 for the spear, but
Yeah. So just make the scimitar the same. It won't
Okay.
matter because there's no scimitar in the game as such in
gotcha.
terms of a player option.
Does she have a longbow?
And yep, she's got a longbow, and does double near, so she can move very quickly, and the rest of her stats probably won't mean very much.
Alrighty
Okay.
then.
All right.
Foggy in the chat says, has anyone asked if the dingo ate her baby? There is no mention of a dingo. Foggy.
There's no mention of a dingo. We're not
Probably
in
where
Australia.
dingo, though.
It's a good try, but no, there's
Yeah.
no dingo.
What's
Okay.
the centaur's name again?
Tess.
Tess.
Tess. Nice and simple.
Right on. And since I'm talking real quick, Tom, what's your hit points?
Tom is fine. He is at full at 22.
22. Thank you. Slip.
I was just about to say you never asked me my hit points. 7. But that's at night.
And Snurf.
I'm currently on 10 of 19.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. I am group healer, so when I have my next turn, I will attempt to heal AJ as many hit points as I can.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, that's cool. So she's joining your group. You've certainly helped her out. Seems like a reasonable thing. What would you like to do? There is, if you're wanting a description of where you could go back the way you came. You go ahead. There are 2 passageways. Or you could go south. There's a passageway to the south. So there's basically 3 other passageways that lead out of here, not including the one you came from. So you could go south, or you could go straight ahead. There's a top passageway and a lower passageway.
So we're in Area 6.
You are in Area 6. Yep.
Okay.
And I'll put the torch toward each of the areas just so we can all get a little view of the hallways. And do we see the stairs that lead out of 6?
Yes, you can see there's stairs leading out of 6 for the 2 passageways straight ahead, and the one to the south doesn't have any stairs.
Straight ahead.
So which one? The higher one, the lower one? If you're not,
I say the one that's furthest out, the higher one.
The higher one. Okay. All right.
Is that the direction growling sounds coming from?
You can hear growling coming from multiple locations from here now.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yep. Okay, so this cave, as you head down these sort of rough cut stone stairs, there's hundreds of spiral-shaped hermit crabs crawling over what looks like wet yellow sand that covers the cave floor. You can see that these little crabs are eating small fish and digging holes everywhere.
And these are different from the crabs that swarmed us.
Yes. The other crabs were your standard sort of 2 pincer, but these are hermit crabs. They have a pointy sort of spiral shell on them, whereas the other ones just look like your conventional crab, with it's kind of like a flat shell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll advance.
You'll advance. Okay. All right.
We assume that this floods this area, like there would be no fish here, right? Unless there's some sort of water source that floods the area.
Yeah, it sort of does pretty much suggest that this area is underwater at times. Yes, absolutely.
Snur, use your pike. Dig at the ground. It might be dangerous.
Good advice. Dig.
Okay, you can do that. The ground here is very soft. So it's a sandy floor, but it is soft. It's not so soft that you would sink, but it's definitely very wet and waterlogged.
That's why I was worried about. It's like quicksand or something, or something's going to swallow us in. If Snurster can walk on it, I'd feel comfortable walking on it, right?
Yep. So yeah, you push your spear in, and you do notice that it's definitely soft, but it's probably not soft enough that you will sink into it.
Okay, so we're now in Area 7.
No, I believe you're in Area 12.
Oh, so okay. Alrighty. So there's So there's no pool of water. They're just crabs wandering around. Mm-hmm. Can the crabs be avoided?
They cover the entire floor. Like they're everywhere.
So they're like little walking spikes.
They're like little walking spikes. Exactly.
What happens if we? Who's carrying the torch?
Slip.
Try. See if they run away from the torch.
Fine. And I'll lower the torch down and see if they flee.
They don't flee. They just seem to continue chomping away on the fish that are.
Can I grab one?
Grab
one from the shell.
You want to grab one of them by the shell? Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It up, inspect it.
Yep. What you notice is that it's very aggressive, but you've got it by the pointy shell, and so at least the sharp, nasty bits and its legs and its little pincers, it can't seem to get at you because you've got it by the top of its shell.
Renard!
You're looking at this, and it definitely looks like a fairly nasty crab. It looks like it could hurt you.
I throw it very far away.
Okay.
I say, the sea is angry, my friends.
Just wait until the tide comes in. AJ, give yourself 8 hit points. Cure.
Thank you.
By the way,
shall we continue the get back?
By the way, Phil, my hit points are actually 16, not 22. I didn't realize that you
Thank
only
you.
add your con modifier at first level only. I thought it was every level.
Okay. Slip your hit points to 7. That's your max hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hop on your head.
He's
I'm very
expecting-
annoyed by it, but I'll let it happen.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and make a path through the hermit crabs by basically just brushing the tip of my magical pike left and right to try just like push them aside.
Okay, so you're going to make a pathway to just scoot them out of the way so you can walk through there.
Yeah, like a pathfinder.
Okay, all right. Yep, it takes a little bit of time, but you do manage to succeed in doing it. They seem to be more interested in eating the fish than
Yeah, I
in
figured.
attacking your spear or you.
Yeah, because they're just natural creatures, right?
Yeah. So yes, you are able to create a pathway, almost as if you're parting the seas, but in the same you're parting the crabs. So I guess Snur is kind of like the Jesus Christ of half-orcs at this present time. And
It's
yeah,
true.
there's a pathway you can get through without having to worry about stepping on crabs or getting in their way, anything like
Yeah.
that.
I'll follow. Good
Okay.
idea. Snur smart.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to see our
Gift and a
horse friend
curse.
Tess get through this.
She very delicately and gingerly walked through here. It's not quite so easy for her, but she manages. She manages.
Okay.
Yep.
Her initiative count is 5.
Sorry, what was that, Phil?
Her initiative count is 5. Since you have us roll once. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, look at you on top of it.
So yeah, if you're are you talking about initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna. So Tess will take her initiative on your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's 3. Fuck off.
Yeah. No,
Keep it
I don't
simple.
need. I don't need to. I don't. Yeah. I don't need to have it too complicated.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you make your way. Who's in the lead at this present time? I believe it'd be
Me.
Snur. Right.
Mhm.
So the passageway ahead leads in, or the cave leads into another cave. This chamber is filled with thick, sticky webs that blanket the ceiling and the cave cavity. It's everywhere. You can see black snails crawling over what looks like some sort of green slime that covers the cave walls.
Okay.
This room
Do I know anything about green slime?
You would know that some of it can be very nasty and some of it is just slimy and yucky. And that's really about it.
Okay. Does anybody have a bag of oil?
Leave it a bit flask of oil.
Tom has crowbar.
Don't touch the walls.
Good.
I'll move forward.
You're gonna move, you're gonna have to move through the webs because unless you can,
I'm aware of this, yes.
Can we
You
burn
are
the
aware of
webs?
this?
Can we burn the
Yep, yep.
webs?
have you got something to burn webs with?
Torch.
You
I've
can
got a torch.
You can use the torch to burn the webs.
Yep.
Okay, so you can probably take your time to sort of burn away the webs with the torch. It'll take a little bit longer. If you had an oil flask and you could light it, it would probably burn away the webs faster. But no, you can probably burn away a lot of the webs as you make your way through here. That shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Getting Shelob vibes, guys.
I wouldn't do that to you at all.
Does the green slime on the wall seem kind of digestive?
Digestive?
Yeah, like
Unless-
it's been sprayed on there by a hungry giant spider and pockmarking all the rocks with.
You get the impression that maybe, do you want to get a bit closer to the slime?
No.
Okay.
I'm
I
pretty
mean-
good at checking on things with my thievery. I could inspect the wall.
Okay. So, all right. So you're going to move a little bit closer and have a look?
Yeah, I'll get closer. I'll pull the torch up. I don't want to get it too close that it would maybe potentially light the slime, but enough so I
Yeah.
can see it.
Sure. You're getting the impression that maybe those black snails, that green slime, maybe their shit. Their poop.
Oh, that's been the worst.
There's obviously been there's so many black snails and they've been there so long they've managed to shit over all the walls everywhere.
I'll take a little bit on my knife and I say, it's actually quite a delicacy in some places. Snur, try some.
I've already vomited many times today. I don't want to keep doing it.
Look like poop.
Oh dear. All right. So yeah, that's basically what seems to be there. Now, as you're burning your way through the cobwebs, I believe Slip, you're doing that with the torch, right?
Yeah, I'll keep going and lighting as we go by.
As you make your way through, you find a bag in the webs that's tangled up. And there's also a rusty short sword that's tangled up in the webs as well.
Sting.
Oh.
Yes, I say.
Mhm.
Does it glow when I come near, being a half-orc?
No, it does not. No, it doesn't glow. But yeah, nice try. I appreciate your attempt at that. No, there's no glowing going on.
I'll take the bag and the sword if they're able to be removed.
Okay, yep. So you are you going to cut them free with a dagger or a blade or something, or are you just going to try and yank them out?
I do have the dagger out. I'll wipe off the snail poop and try to cut them free. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you cut them free, and you now have a little bag and a rusty short sword. It's not so rusty that you could not use it. It's just probably needs a bit of a cleanup for it to be in better condition. That's all.
Here, this goes with your chainmail, Tom.
Oh,
I'll give him the sword.
Tom, put away
Nice.
for later.
Is there anything in the bag? Is there anything in it?
Yes,
Is it
you
empty?
can look in the bag. Inside, you find there are some gold coins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Empty again.
We never find anything.
Why do
Third
we
time
always leave the thief in charge of party treasure?
Third time this week. And I'll, is it obvious that it's filled, or is it like there's a couple?
It's pretty obvious. There's 35 gold pieces in there. Yeah. It's
I'll
quite a
smile
lot.
and say, "Just kidding. Look at this." And I'll shake it and I'll say, "We'll eat well tonight." But
Chainmail for everyone.
before again, a baby.
All right, back to the mission.
Okay.
Back to the. I'll blow the rest of the or burn the rest of the webs and see if we can get through to the next room.
Right. So as you're finishing up burning the webs away, there's some movement from above, and descending on you is a swarm of little spiders and an enormous large one as well. It seems to sort of they seem to be following, and it comes straight for you, Slip.
Bah.
Yeah, not a
Crabs
good
of the
sign.
land.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever works for you. These are going to go first. They're going to get the drop on you, and then we'll go into our initiative. Okay. So big spider goes after you, Slip, and that is a very nasty. Oh, I'm sorry. I really am sorry, Bob. I just rolled a critical 20 on the dice. It's not a good sign when that sort of thing happens. So I am feeling slightly guilty about that whole thing. At least it's only one attack, right? So you take 4 points of damage.
Wow, I'm thankful it's only 4.
Yeah. Well,
That was a lot of build-up, Fred.
It was. Well, I didn't roll super great on a 4-sided dice. Okay.
Right. Okay. That's...
I need you to make a Constitution check, DC 12.
Oh.
Gotcha. You don't add a lot of bonuses, modifiers, and stuff like that. It ends up not, a crit could be 2 dice,
Yeah.
But I failed that. That's a 2 on the die. On is 0. So, 2.
Okay. All right. So it's like your body just goes rigid, and Oh God! All right, that's good to know. It's not a good sign. I'm feeling really bad about it. It's like he's run a game for me. Bob has, and this might be the time that I kill his character. Okay, so that's that one. The small little insects, our small spiders come down, and they go straight for you, Snur. So I figure you were pretty much right behind them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. The little spiders go after you, and that is only a mighty 10 to hit you, so it probably does nothing.
Yeah, it misses me by 1.
Wonderful. Good news. So that's me. We're finished. It is now into rounds. Tom and Slip, it's up to you.
Can Tom tell what's wrong with Slip?
He's just been bitten by a spider, and he just sort of goes rigid. He's
Okay.
literally looks like he's paralyzed in place.
Okay.
Changing color too is not good.
Oh my
Slip would
goodness
yell at
gracious
you
me.
right now.
The reason why I ask is with my divine aura, would I be able to tell that he's poisoned? Or can I just use my action to try anyway?
So you're going to use your aura to deal with the.
Yeah. By the way, Phil, I want to read divine aura on the paladin because it also pertains to you. It says all friendly healing spells and effects restore 1 extra hit point within near range of me. So there's an extra.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
And then it says
Thank you.
you can use an action to remove 1 disease or poison effects within near range.
Right, you can do that.
And I'd like to do that for Slip.
Go for it. Yep.
All right.
That's you. So now, Slip, you are no longer stuck and rigid and paralyzed in place, which is always nice. Well done, Tom.
Thank you. You share gold. I share blessing.
Hmm.
Does Slip get his turn because he got unpoisoned?
That's right.
Cool.
I'm gonna stab this sucker. I've got my dagger in hand, and I'm gonna do like Frodo, just stick it up in the air.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. An 18 plus 4, so 22. 22.
That's good. That's good.
You're literally
Right.
killing it.
This could
And
be
4 damage.
this could be bad.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. All right.
And I think if I can, I'm gonna try to move. I'll,
Yep.
I imagine I'm like, gonna tuck under whatever webs are left and try to get to the other side. I know there's another room somewhere. Are we close to the other side?
Yep.
The 14.
Yeah, you are. You are. You could go completely into the other room, or you could go back. Pretty much like
With all those hermit crabs? No way.
Well, not right back through all the hermit crabs, but you could go back to the beginning of the cave that had all the webs, if you like, and back up a bit.
Oh, all right, behind my friends. Yeah. Actually,
Yes.
that's a great idea. I'm gonna go back to the entrance of that before the hermit crabs and catch my breath.
Fair enough. Makes perfect sense to me. Good job. All right. It's at this point that unfortunately the spiders will be doing their thing. So the big spider comes on, and it's going for since it's Snur who's probably the next person who's closest. Snur will be getting some pain, hopefully. That is a mighty 20 to hit you and 2 points of damage. And I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution check.
I failed by 1 because I don't have a. Actually, I failed by 2 because I got a -1 on my Constitution.
Okay. All right. So you
like
are
Gym muscles. I don't actually do any real, work.
your body just freezes up. Oh, God. And yeah, you start going purple, and it's like you're locked in place. It's not looking good for you.
Start foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Now, I'm assuming that Tom is probably, or Philosopher are probably close by. So I'm gonna say that you're Philosopher. You're still a frog right now, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm on Slip's head.
On Slip's head, right? And
And
Slip
he's
has
retreated
moved
to the
way
back of the
back
snow
out of the reach of everything, pretty much, and out of the harm's way. So, Tom, sorry, Tom. Here we go. The spiders try to swarm you, and it's only a 7 to hit, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Real good. All right, Philosopher Snur. Bring the pain.
I'll have Tess go first because she rolled that big 5, but it's technically on my turn, but she rolled higher than I did. So
Yep.
2 scimitar attacks. She throws her life away for freedom, diving into the giant spider with abandon and scimitars, a blur, and a dervish.
Yep.
And she gets a 9 and a 5. Those blades connect, don't they?
A 9 and a 5. Are you kidding me? Have you added something?
Futile, and she spins in place on her hind legs. Futile. And my turn. Since I'm atop Slip's head, I'm going to roll a Cure Wounds spell to restore your lost hit points, and I succeed on my check. So I'll add +1 because I'm an aura. You would get 5 back, but you only needed 4. You're back to 7. And I stay put. Ooh, snail.
Did you remember the Paladin's aura?
Yeah, I added +1 to that. Yep.
Good one. Cool.
Thank you.
All right. So that's Philosopher. Snur, I believe you're up. And you are currently frozen in place and can't do anything. So I'm sorry, but
I think about attacking, but I cannot.
You can't do very much. Yeah. It's
Psychic strike.
bit of a tease there. Tom, I believe it's your turn.
All right, Tom, who is
I'm aggressively.
Tom, who has just healed Slip, now looks over at Snurser and, gosh damn it, and does the same using his divine aura. Will use his action to cure the poison.
Right. Okay. All right. So you're feeling much better. You no longer look purple, and you can now move. At least you'll be able to do something next time.
You have a tough day.
Yeah. All right. Do you stay where you are, or do you move?
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. Shield at the ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Slip, I believe it's you.
Thank God we've got Tom. I tell you, this would be over without that ability.
Yep.
I chose a paladin.
I'm going to take out the crossbow, drop the dagger, and I'm going to fire it at the big spider.
Mm-hmm.
For a total of 15.
Oh, thank God. Yes, that'll do it.
That'll do it? Okay, great. And that's 3 damage.
3 damage. Good. Okay. Glad to see it. So are you going to stay back in the same place, pretty much behind everybody else at the edge of that cave?
Certainly staying at the edge, yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. It is now my turn. The big spider is going to make a morale check.
That's right, whirling dervish. Fear the horse.
I'm so sad for you guys because I just rolled a 20 on the morale check. The spider stays with it, unfortunately,
Right.
and it's going after you, Tom. Since you're kind of like there, that might as well. Tom, you've got 15 to hit.
In the old days before the chainmail, no, but now with chainmail, it misses.
Ah, now we're talking.
So powerful.
So powerful, made such a big difference.
Really did.
And then the little itty bitty spiders are trying to join in and go after you, Tom, as well. And that is only an 11 to hit you, so that's not going to get very far, is it? I'm finished. Philosopher
no,
and
like
Snur.
spiders.
Yeah. Philosopher and Snur. Away you go.
Oh. Jesus, it's our turn again? Okay.
Come on, snap.
I guess Tess will do more whirling derby and strike with her blurring dervish scimitars, getting a 12 and a 4.
No. She just missed with the 12.
How about you, role player, and somebody else rolls for her?
Oh, wait. She spins around, making herself a giant target.
Okay.
And I'm going to use. I'll use divine. I'm going to use divine strike to hit the giant spider, making my roll. And what is that? That is a crappy die. No, that's a success. Okay, so 3 points of damage to the spider.
Okay. So big spider, take 3 more points. Good.
This die is going in jail for being hard.
Snur.
Okay, so that's a 16 to hit.
Yes, thank God for that.
That does a total of 11 points of damage.
Oh, how do you do this?
Very similar to last time. Just a strong Spartan under the hand thrust with the pike. Yeah, so spinning my entire body to get the weight of my body into the blow.
Right. Well, down goes the spider. The big spider is out of commission. Nice job. Do you move anywhere? You stay where you are.
Oh no, just going to retrieve my weapon.
Okay.
And wipe it off.
All right, Tom and Slip. There are lots of little spiders still. The big one's gone. It's dropped.
That is an 18.
Catch yourself on fire. That'll chase him away.
If an 18's good, that's 5 damage from Tom.
Okay. Yes, 18 is definitely good enough. Well done.
And my turn.
Yes.
I will. I'll stay in the doorway. I won't move, so I can reload, and then I will fire at a clump of the spiders. And this time I'll tell Tom, "Do not move a muscle."
Tom's
And
nose
I roll
itch.
a 11.
Tom's nose itch.
An 11. Does the nose itch mess me up?
The 11 does mess that up a little bit, yeah, unfortunately.
Why
You
did you
ma-
have to scratch your itch?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Arrows aren't particularly useful against a swarm. It sort of misses all of them, you know.
I'm fairly confident it would do not much damage if I did, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm not going near him. So.
Fair enough. All right, Slip. Cool. It is back to the spiders, and I think, they just failed their morale check, and they flee and scatter into the webs. They're not really interested in you
Excellent.
anymore. So we have dispatched the spiders. Well done. I'm pleased.
I scared them away.
Mm-hmm. You definitely did.
Good job, Slip.
Nice job. All right. What is happening next?
I need some help, and I collapse. I'm making a bit of much of this, though. I'll be honest with you. I still have 4 hit points left, or 3 hit points left. But
Oh, I thought you got healed.
I'll look at my wound.
I healed
Where's
you.
my wound? Where did they bite me? In the shoulder, back, where?
You tell me. I don't care.
Right near the jugular.
Okay.
I say, I don't think I can go on much further.
You already got healed. It's gone.
Oh, wait, it healed hit points as well?
Yeah, Phil healed
Did it last
you.
turn.
Yeah, last turn.
I thought he killed. Oh, well, then I'm really making a big fuss out of it. If I can continue. I'll need someone to ride on. And I look towards the center.
And she just nods her head, no. No.
I'll stand up quick then. And say, what are the shots?
Go Cam. No, that's lupus. Those toxins fuck you up, man. It's Lyme disease.
That's okay. Tom can heal disease too.
Damn, Tom. Tom's good.
Yeah.
+1, Cam. Well done.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
give the torch to somebody else. How much time is left on our torch here? Does it look like it's burning out?
12 minutes.
Yeah. Tom will
All right,
Tom
because-
will light one and pass that off to you.
Okay.
So now we'll have the one that's lit plus a new one.
An hour.
Understood.
Start a new one for an hour. Yep.
Two lit. Got it.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's see what 14's all about.
Right. So tell me who is leading off this group.
Tess, taking one for the team. Stamp.
No, Tess does not go in the front. Tess will not be doing that.
Oh wow.
Snur,
Yeah.
you still leading? You still does Snur still feel confident?
No, I'm dropping back a little.
Okay.
I'm willing to let somebody else take over.
Okay. Tom the Terrible Troll will lead forward then.
Okay. All right. So if you're leading forward, the
quietly.
passageway leads into another cave. If that's you're going straight ahead, basically into the next cavern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This
all
is
right.
Tom's first time in the lead, so he's being very cautious.
I really though like the fact that you guys are sharing the duties. It's quite nice. So this large cavern, as you get closer, you can see the light sort of falling into it, and the walls in here are covered in paintings that are depicting humanoids with octopus heads. You can see crude black rock, and there's a rock slab stained in red blood that dominates the cave top. There's two levels to it basically. You can see across the ground it's covered in bone fragments and it smells of rotten meat. And essentially this cavern has two levels. The first level that you're closest to has some stairs leading up to another stone level, and at the top of that, on that top level, you can see clustered around this black stone slab is a baby who is crying, and there are 6 odd, strange looking creatures that are shaggy, covered in fur, very sort of scraggy fur on them. They have sort of clustered around there, and one of them is leaning over the baby and has a knife in its hand. And it's looks like they're about to be doing something. They're saying something you can't really understand at all, but they seem to be conducting some sort of ritual. There's also some sort of pit to the south, like a hole that you can see as the light sort of sheds in. They don't seem to have noticed you just yet.
Wally,
No.
does Tom detect adult content?
Adult content is on its way.
Yeah. So Tom is lawful, which he can sense the presence of creatures of chaotic alignment, but he's got to be within near range.
And you are?
Oh, I am. Do I detect chaotic alignment?
Oh, yes, you most certainly do.
I want to put
And-
my hand on Tom's shoulder though, and I want to put my finger to my mouth like this, and you'll see as soon as we caught a glimpse that there was a baby or something in there, I'm changing my appearance using my changing ability to change it into Carol. I'm going to change it to what I know Carol to be, and you'll see me start to slowly change my face.
Ooh, good call.
But again, I put my finger to my lips, urging you to like not rush it.
And that's hard. Tom's like shaking, like getting ready to take off, and he's just like,
So the beast man who has the knife or dagger in its hand and looks like it's about to stab the baby with it is wearing a colourful robe covered in feathers. All right. That's what I've got for you. You tell me what you're doing. They haven't noticed you yet.
As soon as that person, it looks like they're going to stab the baby. Is that what's happening?
It looks like that particular beastal-like.
I'll just
creature
clear
is-
my throat and walk into the light of this room with the torch. Everybody else can stay behind me.
Okay. All right. Sure. So all the heads sort of swing quickly as soon as you make that noise in your direction. And they just...
Feel my appearance as Carol.
Right. Well, the first thing that they do is they just look straight at you, and you can see them. There's all these spears that they've sort of got lying on the ground around them, and some of them go to pick them up. But the one that has the dagger in its hand looks straight at you and just grins and starts bringing the knife down.
All right, so we go into initiative.
You can.
yeah.
Yep.
Tom's
absolutely.
running up there, and we'll be saying prayers to Saint Taragnus, the lawful god of against anything bad happening to children in this world, deity.
I was so certain Carol was the cult leader and that I was going to stop this.
I was actually quite surprised, Bob, because I figured you guys were going to get the drop on them and deal with this fairly quickly, and then you revealed
Messed it up.
yourself. That was a huge surprise for me, but I'll go with that. That's all right, no problems.
That's so much surprise that it deals sneak attack damage to all of them.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So there's definitely a battle taking place. I suggest you pray that I roll really low on my initiative, people.
I pray you roll really low on your initiative.
I already said that Tom.
Pray
Was
It's
that
not
you
even
make
remotely funny because I just rolled a 1.
Nice.
I already
It
said.
is, how low could it get? Well, apparently low enough that I have an initiative of 2.
So Wally, go for the one with the baby, and I'll shoot the crossbow
Yeah.
as well.
Can Tom
okay.
get to that one?
They're near.
They're near, yeah.
They're near.
Yeah, you're all within near range because
Yeah.
if I have a look at the map, I'm pretty sure that it's about 30 feet, which is
Okay.
near range.
All right.
So, Tom, Slip, Philosopher, you can see the knife coming down on the baby from that
In that-
feather-wearing robed individual. You can take your turns. Go for
yeah.
it.
In that case,
Any
Tom,
order you like.
Tom rams him instead of attacking. He just full out quarterback tackles him. Rugby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Well, let's make that a contest. Let's make that a strength contest. Seem
Okay.
reasonable?
Yep.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's a dirty 20 for Tom. He's got an 18 strength.
Oh, I only got a 10. I think you definitely won this.
Yes.
So you can knock him back, and I think considering the force at which you knocked him back, we'll give you some damage as well. So roll yourself a 4-sided dice.
Okay. 1.
Okay. All right. That's all right. That's fine. So yeah, you knock him into the wall, and you've managed to stop the blow. Well done. All right. Rest of you, away you go.
Whoever is so you knocked him to the ground, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go for whoever's next closest to the baby. I'm going to shoot them with a crossbow.
Go for it.
And that's going to be a 19 on the die. So 23. No sneak attack, you said, right? I did make myself pretty known. And
Yeah.
That's going to be 4 damage with the crossbow.
Crossbow. All right, and you're targeting a different one, right?
Yeah, because I wouldn't even be able to see the other one that well. And whoever's next closest to the baby. And then I guess I'll move inside the cavern a little bit.
Yep.
I just want to get leave some room for other people to get in there.
Okay. All right. Cool. I believe Philosopher, you're up.
All right. Tess will charge forward with Scimitar's Blur and ascend it's ascending, right? Going upstairs. Is that the way? It's not down, it's up, right? Stairs up.
Yeah, you're going up the
you.
stairs. It's
Yeah,
not gonna slow. The stairs aren't so difficult to move across that they're gonna slow your movement in any way.
Okay, so Tess charges up the stairs with Scimitar's Blur, and whoever is still closest to the child will take Blur of Dervish Scimitar Blades. Rolling a 7 and a 5. That hits, right?
No, you're not doing so well with Tess's.
She's
attacks.
soaking up all the bad karma for when I actually need to make spellcasting rolls. So I think it's probably good
Right.
allotment.
All right, now it's up to Philosopher. Right now, there are 5 of these beast-like humanoids around the baby, and the baby is on the table, and
Perfect.
you are within near range of the table and the baby.
Are all their cloaks covered in feathers, or was it just
No, just the
main
one. The
dagger
one
blade?
that's just got slammed into the wall by our very gridiron-like paladin.
Okay, well, this is just like the last time we had to free a child from a demonic ritual. I become a hawk,
Yep.
fly over to snatch the baby like a baby rabbit, and if I have enough movement, fly away with it back to where Slip is at.
I always
I
thought
don't know
that
if I
was
can
the
get out the way
pelican.
or not.
Or is a stork?
Pelican.
It's supposed to be a
Pelican.
stork.
It's too big. I can't be a pelican.
How about a stork?
Pelican,
A stork.
a stork. I don't even know what birds are there. Is there an eagle or something in Shadowdark? I
You can
can't
just-
remember.
What they are, and just use a representative stat block.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think there are that many different animals.
Right.
Any random bird of prey that'd be able to carry away a baby.
Yeah.
I always use a lion for a house cat. So
Oh, okay.
That's
Of course,
good.
of course. So it's the raven that's usually. So how fast do ravens move?
Fast enough for me to grab the baby and fly away with it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how. So which is the bird that's in the Shadowdark that's actually statted? There's none, is there?
there might be.
Maybe
An
bat.
owl?
Go with bat. Owl would make sense. That can carry away a baby. We saw that in Willow.
we saw something in Willow, didn't we?
That was a great movie. If you haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah,
Willow,
yeah.
audience, check it out.
All
Val
right, so
Kilmer is
you have
king in that.
got the baby in hand, and
Alan.
yeah, I don't know how far this bird is supposed to move in Shadowdark
A
because I
fairy
hadn't
can go near fly.
near. Okay,
Okay.
that's a fairy. So we'll count that since I can't find a bird that's sort of base it off. So you are basically still in the area where they are, but you have the baby in hand. Well done. It is now my turn, and they are going to do something. So the one that you just charged into, Tom, is going to try to attack you, because why would I not do that? That would be foolish if I didn't. So I will, using its spear that it picks up off the ground after it picks itself up, and it tries to skewer you. That is a 17 to hit you,
No.
Tom.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage. Oh, sorry, 6.
Oh.
Tom at 10.
That feel good.
Okay, all right. So that's the leader, the one with the cloak, and then the others are going to go after. Well, I think one of them is going to try to grab hold of the bird, or at least try to attack the bird that's flying off the baby. So we'll do that. They pick up their spear, and bird, I believe you. That's a 21 to hit. And
No chance. Yeah, it's,
yeah, I figured so. 5 points of damage to you, bird.
I'll survive.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Okay, and then the rest. Now, who moved up? Somebody had moved up, right? They're not.
Yes.
I believe
Slightly
it.
in, just slightly.
Just slip, right? Slip.
I'd move a little bit into the room just to make way for other people. Yeah.
So two of them come down the stairs and they go after you.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit and 2 points damage.
Okay.
And the second one attacks you, and it only gets an 8 to hit. So forget about it. Don't worry about that. And
I was
then
like only.
yeah, and then the last two that I've got here, they realise that they should be going after the bird because it's got the baby. So, philosopher, your wish is my command. Here we go. Okay, I got a 9 to hit, and the last one is a 12 to hit.
Aha! I have a 13 armor class.
Yeah, I thought you might. Okay, all right. So that's the end of me.
Oh.
We are now on to Snur.
I'm going to target the closest enemy.
Yep.
And pin him with the pike.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm going to try and pin him down on the ground somehow. If
You're going
that's
to put him
possible.
down on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the wrist.
Narratively speaking.
Just gotta when you.
So you're not trying to hurt him, you're trying to just pin him to the ground.
No, pin with a pike still means hurt badly.
Okay, then roll me some attack and some
He
damage.
needs to go
Thanks.
through him and
Yeah.
bring him to the ground.
Unfortunately,
Just
that is a fail.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't have a luck point. And that was a. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Okay, so 7.
Because the number of times that
12?
my group, yes, it hits. The number of times my group thought they had missed, and I said no, that hits. Yeah, so the armor classes aren't high. So you hit, do some damage.
Okay, because of the pin and me being more cautious, I only do 5 points of damage.
So you pin him, but he's dead.
Oh shit!
Okay, all right.
Success.
Yeah,
That meat mallet.
Flawless
All right.
victory.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
corpse is not going anywhere.
No. If you want to move anywhere else, you can.
I'm going to try and intercede between the baby, Lee, and the rest of the cultists as best as possible. Make myself a wall.
Okay,
Yeah,
understood.
Orc meat.
Right, so you are now a target, and you're trying to block them from the baby. Okay,
Yeah, I
good.
tear open my vest, and there's an actual circle with a dot in the middle of it. Given to me as a
I knew we were going goofball at some point, but anyway, Tom, Slip, and Philosopher. I believe it is your turn, and we're on to round 3.
Tom's attacking Alpha, their guy. That'll be
Go
a
for it.
miss. That's only an 8.
Okay.
I think.
Is Alpha
less than
stand-
8 hits.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
Are you still on the floor wrestling, or are you standing up now properly?
I don't know. How did he hit me?
He got up and stabbed you with a spear. So
Okay, then I'll get up and
he's
miss
not
him.
on the. Yeah. Okay, all right. Slip and Philosopher.
I'll reload my crystal and hit the one that is near Tom, the one that
Okay.
you're fighting, the alpha. And that is a 7. Not going to hit.
Okay, that's a shame. Okay,
At this point, though, I will actually get out. I know that I see the bird trying to get the football out of here, so I'm going to back up into the other one and just get out of sight, so I'm not a target, and start to. I guess I'll wait, but start to reload eventually.
okay, all right. That's fine. You can
Whirling
do that.
Dervish test makes 2 attacks, gets a 11 and 14. Did both of those
14
hit?
hits. 14 hits.
14 hits. All right. Whirling Dervish does 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And Philosopher Hawk with Baby and Talon uses movement to clear from the obstacle, and then as an extra action leaves the room over Slip's head.
Okay. All right. So you're basically moving double near.
No movement, no actions. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand. So you were basically at the beginning. Yeah. You're kind of between the spider room and the crab room.
Yeah.
Basically. Well, actually, you might even be a little bit further than that. You're probably in the crab room because you've been able to
Okay.
fly so far.
I don't want to go that far. I just want to get behind Slip since he's armed.
Okay. All right. So you okay? Got it. Understood.
Get out of here, man. Go.
The baby is crying a lot right now. It is very, very upset, making a lot of noise. But good news is that Tess killed one of the beast men. Okay?
Nice.
Nice job.
Blood Fury.
Yeah. It is now their turn. The one that was on you, Tom, attacks you again.
Mm-hmm.
Since you were unable to take him out. And unfortunately, I think I might have missed with an 8, so that's not going to do anything to you.
And Fred, I made a mistake. I am still in the room, actually. I can't reload and move in the same turn, so I am still in the room. You
Sure.
want to target me.
No problems. No problems. It's all good. And then there's only 3 more of these beastmen other than its leader, the leader. So they're going to go after Tom, since Tom has decided to make himself a prime target. And the bird flew off.
Giant horsewoman, whirling dervish. Come on.
Yes, I could. Yeah, willing dervish. I could be attacking her. Don't you worry. That's probably going to happen. So I got a 13 to hit you.
Nope.
Snare.
Oh, snare. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then 2 of them go after Tess. I rolled a 1, so that's going to miss. And I got a 10, so I think that might have missed as well.
Yeah, because I'm interceding.
Yeah, you're just so good. It is now Snare's turn, and I suspect there's going to be some more skewering going on.
Yeah. Counterattack.
Yep.
That is a lot to hit. Not a natural 20, though. 18 plus 7. And that is a total of 8 points of damage.
8 points. Okay. All right. Will you drop another one?
Right, just slice the top of his head clean off like a cantaloupe.
Right. Kind of like in what Kill Bill 1, Volume 1, where I can't remember her name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Love it. Cool.
Yeah. There's
Awesome.
just a squirt of blood, and it looks like a sliced open Tamarillo full of marshmallow.
Right. Very Quentin. Okay, cool.
You
Next
got it.
round. Tom, Slip, Philosopher.
Tom swings.
Bring it.
Oh, 18 plus 4, 22.
Yeah.
With advantage on the damage 7.
Ooh, okay. How do you do this?
Tom actually doesn't realize that he killed him with the regular sword. He might be standing there a little bit. So then he takes out the rusty sword and just with the rusty sword.
Right.
Sweet.
Because it's always more painful with a rusty sword, right?
It is.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. All right, that's Tom. Are you going anywhere, moving anywhere?
He'll then move into melee range with one of the other ones.
Okay. Slip, Philosopher.
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell the group we should be leaving now. And then I'm going
There's two
to.
left, is that right?
There's 2 left, right? Yeah, 2 left. But I can't shoot and move, so I'm just gonna reload and shoot now. But
Yep.
I do tell everybody we should be leaving, and I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
It's gonna be a non-natural 20.
But it's still good enough to hit.
4 damage to anyone that looks injured, if not the closest to Tom.
Understood. Got it. Didn't go down, but certainly looking very, very hurt.
Test the centaur, spins on a hoof, and plants a back foot kick on one of the cultists, hoping to kick it into the hole, to fall into oblivion and die in one shot.
Okay. He's really pushing it.
Kick off.
All right, roll it.
What am I rolling for?
Just roll me the attack roll, man.
Oh,
I would imagine
16.
she's
My best
more
roll
capable.
tonight.
What do you got?
16.
Okay, it hits.
Wilhelm's scream.
Wilhelm scream.
I imagine that a centaur is more proficient at attacking with their hooves than they are with a scimitar. So,
Damage. 6 points of damage.
6 points. Okay. The blow is so great it is killed instantly, but it does come right off the platform you're on, fly in exactly the right direction, and fall down the hole that she was aiming for.
Later.
And philosopher with baby and talon just flies the fuck out of there as far as I can get.
Yeah, which is almost out of the cave location completely. But you maybe got one more area to navigate, and then you'll be gone.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys have done your thing. It's my turn. I don't think that it's going to stay around. I suppose it's no. The last beast man freaks out and flees down the stairs, out of the room, through the web area, and gets into the cavern where the little hermit crabs are. Unfortunately, by then, the little hermit crabs have sort of closed Snur's parting of the waves, and winds up stepping into a bunch of crabs that eat it alive and tearing it apart.
Yes. Crab people.
That room
crab.
does.
There wasn't much left to eat, but yes, they make short work of that beast man.
We made a
Okay.
friend.
Hmm. What would you like to do?
Keep flying.
I'll check that pit. That
You
pit.
keep
I wanna
flying.
I'm gonna fly that baby back to town.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to try and
There-
keep up with the hawk as best as possible and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they
So-
all beast people dead then? Was that the last
In,
one?
in that cavern, yes,
Okay.
they're all dead.
Yeah, I'll follow the rest.
Okay, you follow the rest.
I didn't sign up for genocide, just rescuing a baby.
I've got to check out the pit. But I got to check it out.
You got to check out the pit, sure.
I gotta check it out.
So,
Curiosity.
philosopher, I'd just like to mention that the vines are still dangling over the cave entryway you came through. So if you fly through them, even though you've been through this
no, I don't want to hurt the baby.
Right. So you might have a problem unless there aren't any vines there anymore or somebody parts the vines. So flying past there might be a problem. So you might be in a holding pattern maybe?
I'm just going to shift form into a crocodile, put the baby in my mouth, close my mouth, and barrel through the vines.
Sweet. Sweet.
Hope that when you polymorph, your instincts don't, take over and you just snap your jaw shut.
And this is why you were such a valuable member for Paul and Friends, right here.
Yeah.
Saved the baby, but accidentally spoiled the baby. Awesome.
I have to burn my luck point, but I succeeded my Constitution saving throw. It was a 12, right? Yeah. So the crocodile barrels through and dives into the. Oh no, it does not dive into the water. Baby on board.
The
crocodile stole that baby.
That is so funny. That is hilarious.
He's heading out.
Yeah. So back to Slip. You check the hole, and what you can see is inside the hole. It's just full of what looks like leftover remains of whoever's been sacrificed here in the hole. But you do find amongst the bodies of the beastmen that you've killed 2 potions.
Recognizable?
One looks very recognizable.
Potion of chainmail.
Is there such a thing? One looks like it's probably a potion of healing. The other one you're not too sure about.
I'll store both of them away, and just real quick, the bodies, are they adult bodies?
Yes, yeah, a lot of them do look like adult bodies. Some might be children. Gotcha. It's a bit hard because the bones are sort of all mixed up. So,
I'm also not poking around or investigating very closely. It's just a glance. All right, so I'll take those potions and anything else I see that looked valuable, and I'll be the last one out of the room, and I'll head back towards the vines.
Sure. The only thing that might be valuable that you might be interested in is the leather armor that the beastmen are wearing and the spears they have. There's nothing else.
What about the dagger? Was it like a ceremonial looking dagger?
Yes, there was a dagger. You could take that dagger. It is a ceremonial dagger. It's just counted as a dagger. It's just very pretty.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Check it for scabies.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. And so are you guys just taking off and heading back with the baby? Yeah. Now the baby is still crying. You've got it out of the cave, but it's still bawling its eyes out.
I still look like Carol, so I say, will somebody shut that thing up?
if we can get this forward and get...
that definitely helps, Bob. So yes,
mother's voice.
Slip doing that and engaging as Carol would results in the baby crying louder. So well done. It's a rough trip back to town or back to the house where she is.
I muffle her cries with my mouth being closed.
Oh God, I don't want to hear anymore. Adventure fade out before we can get any further into that.
Fade back in, roasting fire pit and snur with the whole roasted sheep, just like.
Oh right, yeah. That's our end credits. The sheep. The sheep is now dead.
It's like the end of Avengers where they're all sitting there eating shawarma instead of shawarma.
Yeah.
Sheep. Yeah.
Also, special prize to anybody who saw me accidentally eat my dice, not once but twice during this adventure. I'm so tired, I just popped them into my mouth because I've been eating fizzy lollies the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ. Close.
Well done, everyone. We should come up with a group name like Tom and Friends or something really cool like that.
Bob, you won't get the joke. He's been doing this for everything that we do. It's always his character's name and everybody else's, the friends that.
Super atomic friends.
I like that. Go ahead and give yourself a luck point. I like that.
Oh dear.
All right. Good night, everybody. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
All right. Good night, AJ.
AJ's apparently on
Get
his
outta
last
here.
legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and take us out of here real quick then. But first, just thank you very much, Fred. That was very well done. Thank you for running tonight.
Very.
Shadowdark. We have everybody's YouTube channel should be in the description, so be sure to check out everybody's channel. Hit the like and subscribe, and if you want to pick up the character classes for Shadowdark along with the ancestries, you can get the link to that on DriveThruRPG. It is pay what you want, but you can pick that up. And of course, a big thank you to our chat tonight. We had a very high amount of viewers, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So I think that's all I got for you guys. Ready? We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.